Boom, boom, boom. All right, I believe we are live. 1 second, crew. Looks good to me. Pop out chat. That's so weird. Hold up. Welcome, everyone. Oh, no, I think I'm going to sneeze. Welcome, welcome. Let me make a quick adjustment. I've got to figure out what is going on here. YouTube chat. Custom docs. Dude, Nolan, good to see you, man. Apply. Okay, there's the chat. Perfect. I do feel better. Thank you so much. Renvina, also good to see you. Part of the secret is the water, though. Thomas, welcome, welcome. A copy. What up? Good to see you guys. So I'm hoping the camera should look even better now. I made some adjustments. Also, I moved, like essentially where my camera was at, I moved it. So originally I was 45 degrees the other way, which is why you kind of saw like one of my hallways. But now I'm kind of in a different spot. I think the lighting's a little bit better. So first time seeing you on Twitch, watched a whole lot of YouTube though. Awesome. Dude, I love your videos. Thank you for great content. Thank you very much, Thomas. Thanks for being a great subscriber. Really, really appreciate it. So I did introduce the new camera on the last stream, but this should look and sound a lot better. I'm also testing some things with the mic. I might have to make some adjustments with the mic, honestly. Excuse me. But what is cool is we do have the Twitch side going. We do have the YouTube side going. So wherever you're happy, right? Do you ever play CK? I do not. By the way, I am not 100% perfect. Obviously, Friday night was like I was peaking out. That was the worst. And the weekend I was pretty rough. And at this point, I'm feeling like 85%. Like a lot better to stream. And no, I felt like I got on because I was excited about the camera last time, but I just there was no way. There was no way I was going to be able to kind of keep it going. Had a virtual call-in date with the girl I've been seeing the other day and went 5-0 against her. Thank you, Dandy, for the strats. You can't be destroying the girl on a date like that. You gotta give her your name's Carrot, right? You gotta feed her a little bit of a carrot. But okay, you've got some new strategies. Good for you. Sometimes you gotta let her win. We are so back. Absolutely. Ren, just to answer your question, I do actually know how to play CK, and I'm actually a pretty good CK player. But it's just kind of like a time thing. You know, there's only so much CATAN somebody could do in their life. So, and I do get a ton of questions. You guys ask me about this all the freaking time about doing CK content. I know there's a subset of people that really want it, but maybe we'll do like a CK stream one day. We'll see. Josh Allen is absolutely a big fan. Yeah, it'd be awesome. I'd love to play against him. You know, kind of like national champion versus, national MVP of the NFL. That'd be sick. First time catching live, been so hard with time differences coming all the way from Australia. Zoe, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. SCH Legendary, good to see you, man. It is CATAN time. I've got to get better with you guys. So I have 2 monitors. And one monitor has like all my stuff, right? Like has me, it has the chats. But because I have Twitch and YouTube going now, I have separate chats. So I'm going to just close this because I have YouTube popped up somewhere else. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, you guys are all on my right side here. Pizza. Yeah, I wanted some feedback on that. Does the camera look good? And if you are like a camera person, by all means, give me some feedback. And then does the audio sound good? You'll probably notice too my voice is not 100%, and like I'm hoping I don't lose it throughout the stream. It's very possible I might, but I'm just hoping I don't. Good to see you, Wit. Camera looks brilliant. Cam looks cash. Not a camera person. Well, neither am I, but apparently I've learned. I've learned the ways. I'm glad I can make it back. We have to help Danny take road. You guys don't have to. You don't have to help me do anything. We got this. My girlfriend demolishes me in CATAN now that I'm here. Josh Allen is on my fantasy. I have never played fantasy sports. I'd probably actually be good at it. The problem is, guys, when I get into something, I get obsessed with it. So I just don't want another thing. I'm pretty happy with Catan. I want to take this like as far as humanly possible. Brad P, good to see you. Do you stream YouTube as a full-time job? I do not. I do not. Honestly, for me, like YouTube is a fun side hustle. I do make some money. I've never been afraid to talk about that. I've even shown some of the stats. And be honest with you, last month was one of the best months, purely from the channel, right? Like we're not talking about sponsorships or courses or anything like that. But look, the more you guys support the channel, the more I can do, right? Like I wouldn't be opposed to going full time, and I actually think it is a possibility. But I think I would have to approach this differently. I would have to be a lot more aggressive. I'd probably stream a lot more, which you guys would love that. But then, like, there would be an understanding, right? Like, I think if I was streaming 4 or 5 hours a day, also, I don't know if I would like that. But I think that's the way to have to do it. Like, I'd have to really show up to create a ton of content. I wonder why Catan has had such a surge recently. It kind of depends on who you ask. I think it's come in waves. Like I was here like during like the COVID boom of Catan, and that was like a real thing for sure. Danny, me and my roommates watch your clips on YouTube every morning and eat Eggo waffles. Let's go. Let's go. You guys have great taste, both in your creators and your breakfast foods. Sarah, good to see you. What is your job outside of Catan? So I work in the agency world. I'll leave it at that, not to bore you guys. The purple is stellar. Thanks, Alec. So no thanks mentions, I really miss your meditations in games. It's so crazy to me. I did 4 videos of the Sleep series, and you guys are asking about those games so much. Here's my promise. Let me make a note. I promise I will do a new one over the next week. So that's my promise. You guys are wanted a Sleep series. I have all the assets for it. I just got to record it. It is a very interesting style of Catan, though. Nitrous, good to see you. Good to see you. So, by the way, the plan tonight, guys. I wanted to obviously come back on. I got the new light. Remember, we talked about this. This was part of the deal. So let me show you this thing really quick. Hold on. Let me see if this works. I hope this doesn't blow anything up. Hold on. All right. Well, obviously the light's not calibrated. But this, I'm not even, you know what? We're just going to go back to Old Faithful. We're not even going to mess with it. We're not even going let me just say, this light is way brighter. This is like how this is how these cameras work. These like 4K mirrorless cameras. You need so much freaking light to get a good image that's what your normal webcam looks like under this light. It's absolutely insane. I mean, I'm getting used to it. That was actually really funny. But Yeah, the last time I did it, I just had my ring light, and it's like I don't even know what the lumens are, but it has to be 4 or 5x different. Have you been watching the Ush Puppy Undercover vids? I saw some. Well, I actually saw some of those games live. It's nice the way it is. Yeah, perfect. We'll take it. We'll take it. All right, guys. So what I'm thinking tonight, you guys are getting a ton of gameplays. I think we did last time I played. We did some gameplays. I've been getting so many freaking messages about game reviews that I would like to do some game reviews tonight. So the way this works, originally about a month ago, there was some submissions from the community saying, hey, I would love you to review the games. I said, okay, not a problem. So I got probably about like 40 something submissions, 50 submissions. And I'm picking these more or less at random. What I like about these replays is that a lot of them are at kind of like the perfect level, anywhere from like 15 to 1600 elo, sometimes a little bit lower, sometimes a little bit more. But I find that's a great level on Colonist where clearly you're doing some good things, right? Maybe you've watched the channel, you've got some basic strategies, but you're missing some kind of key tactical moments to really hone in and like take your game to the next level. So I find every time I look at these replays, I'm always finding interesting new things to kind of help players level up their game. Let's see here. You could light some mood candles in the background. VRB. What up? What up? You should do some high level scrims. The thing, so there's actually a huge push on the channel coming over the next week or so. I played in the KOC League. There's like 9 super high level scrim games there. So you guys got to bear with me. I think one thing that I haven't been good at is like the variety content that I've wanted to do. Also, you know, we're going to make a big push to grow the channel. What do you guys what would you want to see more of, right? Like, do you find, is there anything I'm lacking on the channel? Is there anything that's not exciting you on the channel? I'm kind of in this growth phase where like I just want feedback too. Blanche, I see you, man. I see you on Twitch. Don't worry, Twitch, you're still here in my heart. Just know that, like, you can also, if you have like more harsh criticism about the way the channel has been going over the last, you know, let's say a couple months or a year, you can always shoot me a DM as well. I am not afraid to hear that. Honesty matters. Any chance you can try to guess the elo with today's game? We can try. Yeah. I don't think I've looked at the elo of this particular. The guess the elo is kind of weird though, because somebody could send me a game and these were from last season, but like where they're currently at. But okay, no. What we'll do is we'll watch the video and then we'll try to guess where they finished at the end of last season. Because that is technically part of the records. Content is great in my opinion. I just want more volume. More content, Colby? I mean, look, it's just a part-time gig, man. It's just a passion gig. I'm already pushing out daily content with streams. Want to know how the heck you pull a mono every game? That is not true, though it's a lot of games I do pull a mono. I really like the new editing. Awesome, Travis. Yeah, so the editing is coming. Well, it's not me. Just a heads up. I did hire somebody, a young creator that he's actually streaming right now. So he's got his own journey, his own channel he's trying to build. It's cool because, you know, obviously it helps me immensely. But then also he's learning a ton. He's super hungry to learn as well. So loving the daily content. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Teach a newbie live. We could do that. We can do that. I'm not going to do that tonight though, because that's something I would like to prepare. I don't want to just pull anyone off the street. But to be fair, we actually have done a lot of coaching content as well. I hunger for weirdness. Well, Ray, you're at a good place, my friends. You have to embrace your weirdness. You asked. Now, you're right, Colby. I did ask. I totally did. All right, so I got one quick comment on Twitch here, and then we'll get into it. Okay, guys? I think the best thing to get new viewers would be to almost mimic what YouTuber Tricosaurus has done. He just does a lot of guides, but you can use your status to bring people in. Treek is a great creator. Actually, I've played him a lot. It's a different style because for Treek, he has never posted a gameplay, as far as I know. Yes, the guides, the lessons are great. Like essentially CATAN strategy content. I want to do a lot more of that. The challenge of that content is it's a lot more. It takes a lot more, right? Like to produce a really high quality strategy video, for some creators could be like you could only do one a month. So you like, that'd be very difficult. Like if I went all into strategy content, but then you guys are screaming for gameplays. So I have to find a balance. Maybe I will do like one big strategy video a month and try to like build that into the strategy. But I'm not going to go all in on guides. That's also not fun for me. That video where you helped Coach Delighted was great. Yeah. Well, anything with Delighted is awesome. Let me do one thing. I'm going to blow my nose, and then we're going to get into the video. So give me 1 second. I know that's so attractive to hear. Okay, man. Hi from Spain. Hello back from Florida. All right, so let me go. I hope this works. Boom! All right, I'm still a little bit too big. Let me put that here. By the way, I am still like, we're figuring this out as we go, guys. How does that look? Looks pretty good. Looks good enough to me. A sick guitar. So that'd actually be pretty cool. Like, maybe every time I win a game, like I finish it with a giant solo at the end. That would be pretty funny. Okay. And we're going to do game reviews. I can't type. Boom! All right. So let me do one more thing real quick. I want to post this to the Discord for all the peeps. So the peeps can get in too. Yeah, I heard about the I saw the comment about Charlie Kirk. It's super sad. I've never been political on this channel ever. We've never had a political or religious affiliation. And, we're united by Catan. We're united by good vibes and community. But just sad to see. Regardless of where you lean on that matter. Okay. Dandy Crew. Boom, boom, boom. Everyone, we are live. We are live. Boom, boom, boom. Bam. New camera. What's the Discord? Granny Boy 69. Yeah, boy. So let me get the Discord link for you guys. So if you want to join, that would be sick. Can I post it here? Okay. 1 second, crew. Can I post it? One thing, I've been getting a lot of comments recently too about my microphone settings. So I actually went in later or earlier today or whatever. I'm hoping it's improved. I did notice that the compressor was pushing way too much on my breathing. Maybe I was just freaking out. By the way, so here's my Discord. There you go. There you go. If you want to come in and get kind of updates and all that fun stuff. Cool. All right, that looks good. So my hope is that the mic is a little bit smoother. Hopefully the high end is good too. Boom, boom, boom. All right. I think we're good here. Twitch, you guys ready? You guys good? Are you playing with viewers today? I might be, maybe we can play a viewer game to close the stream. My goal was, I'm just trying to get like back into the flow of streaming with you guys. I love to answer questions. It's obviously, I got to balance if I'm doing like a content piece, not to get off topic too much. But yeah. You did make a good point though. Cam looks fresh. What's up, Clay? By the way, guys, Clay is playing a CATAN tournament this weekend. Wish him luck. You know why he needs some luck this weekend, guys? Old buddy Clay, Darth Dandy. Would be a dream to play against Dandy. I appreciate that. Clay needs luck because I'm going to be playing in that tournament too. Yeah, so there's another qualifier going on this weekend here in Florida. So to be clear, we're not playing a live game. At least right now. Maybe we can finish with a viewer game. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited. Who knows, man? Maybe Clay and I at the final table. How sick would that be? All right. Enough of me blabbing. All right, so let's get into it, guys. We are going to be doing the game review. My goal here is to go through and I'll do a little bit of an intro. I still don't have a good intro for this yet. Maybe I've got to be slicker about this. Should you record it? I will 100% bring a camera and record it if it's Clay versus me. 100%. If he wins, I will post it and I'll be ecstatic either way. I find in lower levels, no one wants to trade or barely trade. In that case, it is better to start with all 5 resources. All right, I'll answer like 1 or 2 questions real quick. Yes, generally speaking, when you are playing against newer players, or if like you don't have intelligence about those players, it's better to take a more independent setup, something like a 5 resource setup or something where the port is super flexible. Just because that way you have a sense of independence. Like you're not reliant. Like I wouldn't take like a 2 resource setup and say like, in order for me to win this game, I have to trade, because if the board doesn't trade, well, then you're probably going to lose. So generally speaking, like if I'm playing newer players, I like development cards. That strategy is just very strong in itself. And like it doesn't really need much. I need 3 cards, right? Which is Ore, Weed, and Sheep. But you guys know this. You've been here a million times. You've seen me play CATAN. You know Ore, Weed, Sheep is good. Peter, good to see you. All right, so let's show the first board here. Boom. All right, let me adjust this. I'll take a big swig of the waters. Also, how often would you guys realistically want me to stream? Obviously, I have to live a life as well, but I think coming up with a streaming schedule actually could be somewhat beneficial, where it's just like I have a certain consistency. But then like, then it becomes a little bit more of a job versus like if I get motivated to stream, I can kind of do it. But I feel like 2 to 3 times a week, 3 is, every other day is kind of a lot, but I mean, you're already getting daily content. Depends on what content you're streaming. 24/7 Frosted. If you sent me, if everyone donates $1,000, I will stream 24/7. There you go. Otherwise, no way. Greetings from Germany. Thank you so much, Kaufman. Maybe once a night, it's like the scarcity of catching live. That's true too. Yeah. So kind of the way I look at it with the lives is like the idea is I recorded a live, maybe I play like 2 or 3 games most of the time. The lives never do as well. Like, maybe we might get 200 or 300 people on, probably not at this hour, but like if I stream midday on a Saturday, we'll get a lot of people. But the live itself might only get a couple thousand views. It's like when you take a single game, you package that appropriately, well, then all of a sudden that's going to get a lot more attention. So it's kind of weird. Like, lives themselves aren't that beneficial to the channel. It's more for fun. But it's like the product I get out of it's actually quite interesting and potentially good for the channel. As a side gig, just let it be fun for you. I appreciate that. P streaming schedule. No. 1,000 Zimbabwe dollars. It's your birthday, Pizza? Oh, man, happy birthday. Pizza's my dog, man. We got Thai food. We got Thai food in Denver. 1,000 loonies. Awesome, man. Happy birthday, dude. Super happy birthday to you. He's a good man, Pizza. Also, not to put you on, but he was one of the first people in TSI. He trusted me. And who made the USA National semifinals this year? Pizza Penguin did. Because he's a beast. So, awesome, dude. All right, I got to get into this, because otherwise I could talk nonstop, and you guys will hate me for it. I know how this is. All right, so I'm going to try to figure out a way to do this format without blabbing too much. 50% trust, 50% love. All right, let's do this. Now I have my camera was originally there, but now it's here. All right. What's going on, guys? It's Danny Drew here, and we are back. We have a live game review right here, live on YouTube and Twitch. We stream multiple times a week with daily uploads, all about CATAN. So if you love this game, feel free to give us a subscribe and join the journey. In today's game, we are going to be breaking down one of the replays that was sent from a fellow subscriber. They said, Drew, I need to up my game. And this is a perfect format where we're going to look at the placements, we're going to look at the middle game, and figure out how can we improve and pull a lever on a couple key spots to take their game to the next level. All right, so we are blue. Catanasio. Blue here in the first position. What do we like about this board? Well, usually when I look at a board, I'm always thinking about looking at the individual resources first. So in this situation, one of the first things I'm noticing is that the wheat is pitiful, right? So obviously with the 11 and the 12 and the 2, but then this 6. So one thing is like you usually, as first, you want high production, right? You want the biggest spots, the most dots, but then you also want valuable resources. So on a board that has a lot of ore but no wheat, this wheat becomes very valuable. But the problem is this spot, like 695, it's 2 resources. Is it valuable? Maybe. Let's look at some other options here. We do have the 694 down here in the bottom, which is 3 unique resources. We do get access to the sheep. It is one of the better brick spots. Not a lot of brick and a ton of wood, so that's interesting to note. 854, you get the ore, but you also get the wood and the brick. I really couldn't fault first for taking 694, 854. If it was me, though, I think I would go with the 695 here. I think the 695 is actually pretty solid. Just because, well, you do get that really good wheat on this board that is kind of lacking. But then you can also just run to the 3-1 and use all that additional wood that you have. But let's see what they do here. I do think the wheat's extremely valuable, and I think there's a lot of decent outs here where this wheat's going to make a ton of sense. Like 695 with the 9, 10, 11, that's a great setup. Double wood, double brick, ore, and wheat. You can play like a 4 cities longest road. So this 695 actually pairs with a lot of options, I feel like, on the way back. Okay, so we see the 694. Does he look at the YouTube chat? Charles, I do look at the YouTube chat, just so you know. Yeah, so that's a good point. Someone was saying that the 695 maybe forces only 2 players to the 6 wheat. Most likely, yeah. So a lot of players, what they would do is go 6-9-5 and then the 6-3-11 so that they can lock that 6 so that no one else can get on it, which I think would be a great play. 6-9-4, it's not bad, but one of the challenges you have is that you're going to be dealing with no wheat, right? So like you're going to be looking for a good port play, or this player blue is going to have to trade like a demon. I also don't think the port here is that great with the 6-9-4. Like 6-9-4 to the 6-2 with the brick port. I kind of feel like you're going to be using this brick, so I'm not really a fan of it. Maybe the wood port is a good idea instead, where if like you wanted a port flexibility, you could consider like 8-4-3 wood port. Maybe even, yeah. I don't know. I'm not crazy. It's a good looking spot, but I wonder the inflexibility. All right, so let's go through this real quick. 6-9-5 points up. I don't like that. I feel like 9-10 should be open in a lot of cases. But I suppose maybe blue might consider that. But okay, let's see what happens. 8-5-4. Okay, so we're starting to see a board get locked up. 8-10. Wow. Sheep port. Pretty interesting decision here by black, right? Again, this is so good for green. Like green probably didn't expect to get the 6-3-11 here. Yep. Fantastic setup here coming in for red. Yep. Remember, we saw this. We saw this 6-9-5. How well, like, look at all these spots available with the 6-9-5. Like 9-10-11, 8-4-3. All of these would have been extremely playable. And on top of that, like, I think they could have still pointed left, road settle to the 3-1, get their port. All this wood becomes churnable. I think that was a missed opportunity by red. The OR port could really shine. OR port. Yeah, probably not. Probably not. I'm not a big fan of the OR port. Slippery, I see you, by the way. Really appreciate it. All right, and then I kind of feel like here you kind of just have to go for the production, but then again, look at the inflexibility, right? Like what makes the most sense here for blue? The port play with the 8-4-3 is not great. Wheat port and brick port. You have no wood. You're overproduced on sheep. It honestly might be the case that blue's better off pointing left here. But then that's what I would probably do. I'd probably point left and see if I can get the 4-11. So let's see what happens. Do it. Oh, let's go. I like it. Yeah, because if you think about it, right? Like the wheat port does nothing for you. Like at least with the 4-11, you're picking up a source of wheat. And this port is really good. The 3-1 to where you can churn all that sheep. I really like it. The 8 is extremely blockable. It absolutely is. So guys, I'm curious, Twitch, YouTube, who do you like here and why? Maybe just, you can just say the color. I'd love just like a quick report from the group. And then I'll tell you who. Actually, I think this is a very interesting game. Right? Just given like all the different dynamics here. I'm seeing red or green. Red or green, okay. Red, green just wins. I like green, but then red. Red. Where's the love for black? No one likes black. I don't like blue. All right. I like, there's got to be some people that are just like, I'm just going to go with what everyone doesn't say, so I look like a genius when they win. That is true, Notchman. Sometimes a little bit of luck can actually swing. Like, all these positions could win, to be honest with you. They all could win. Will they? We'll see. I like dandy trick question. I appreciate that. So here's the way I look at it. I don't know the ELO of these games. I assume they're lower than higher because this person's looking for feedback, which usually means the more straightforward setup has the better chance of winning, right? I'm just like, this is just a heuristic. It's not a guarantee. I think the most straightforward setups here are green. double or double wheat with good wood brick and potentially the 11-4, which would be a stellar out. Like whoever gets the 11-4 has a big edge between blue and green, I think. I also love the premise of red setup, right? Red has double wood, double brick, ore and wheat. They are going to be like red's the road god, right? So if red knows what they're doing, I think they actually have a big advantage on this board. But they kind of misplayed this road, which is telling me maybe they're going to misplay some of the rest of this game, which will be interesting to see, right? Like we kind of have some honest signals about how this game could go. Blue has a really big problem, right? Which is their ratios are completely no port play. They're hedging everything on a 411 roadside all, and then they're probably not getting the trades they need. Maybe the occasional wood, but the wheat's going to be so freaking scarce that good luck, right? So blue's in a lot of trouble just from the get, and I think the 694 was because of that. The black sheep here, the dark horse in this race, I think, is black because he does have a good port setup. He's got the sheep port cooking for him here, but I don't know. This is a tough setup sometimes. They are extremely blockable. They are coordinated on this 8. So if like the 8 doesn't roll, the 8's getting blocked, it could actually be a very, very tough game. Red, good split on the numbers. By the way, guys, I love your feedback and your comments here. I really, really do. So thank you so much for participating. Yeah, there's obviously some big blockable spots, right? Like the 6 is a great spot, but it's also blockable. But who cares, right? Like you have to think sometimes about the positives and the negatives. Like same with the 8. The 8 is good, but then again, all this ore is not going to be as valuable if you have less wheat. So from that standpoint, green has a big advantage with the 11 and the 6 wheat. Tito, what is up, my man? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, so let's get into the game. If I had to be somebody on this board, I think I would like to be red. To be honest with you, double wood, double brick is a ton of fun. All right, good luck. I think as blue here, let me just double check. You guys should be able to see. Yeah, you hear that, right? You hear the roads. So interesting, green's going for the 8-3. This makes a ton of sense. Is blue, I think what you have to do is you have to get this road down. So if I'm them, I'm trading for wood, I'm trading for brick, and then I'm porting the sheep. That's essentially what they have to do. All right, so we do see a robber here. If you're green, I think you need to hit blue. Let's see here. All right, so first settle goes down. 8s are monster here for black. Wow, so blue actually did get the settle. So this is also the problem here with blue's situation. He's banking everything on this one settle that he gets desperate, right? So he just gave away a single, what's up, buddy? He just gave away a single brick for 2 ore. And again, the reason he is desperate is because he took the 694 to start the game. Yes, he's going to get what he needs. He's going to port for the road. But to me, this could have been avoided with the 695, right? Like, don't put yourself in this situation. I'm forgetting this is live. Yes, and I am in 4K. Tito, thank you very much. The wheat is very bad on this board. Yes, which is also another reason like I like the 695. One thing you guys will see with my games a lot, and the reason I think I'm very successful is because I'm very good at taking high production situations and effectively either trading or porting my game. Come here, bud. Come here. You guys have never seen Klaus in 4K. Come here. Look at this. Look at this little guy. All right, you need to be a good cat. No climbing on the camera. So that's why actually I like getting a bunch of one resource like the wood here with the 695 and just churning that wood really fast into whatever I need. Yeah, you're elite at trading. Thank you, thank you. Do your coworkers know you're cracked at CATAN? Sometimes. Yeah, they know. They know. They must know. As a new player, knowing what to block is a struggle. Yeah. I mean, blocking is, there's an art to it. And I think really good players when it comes to blocking is it's a dynamic thing, right? Like you don't get just set on like the six is the only block if you're black or red here, or sorry, black or blue here. Sometimes like you need a block based on like a dynamic situation. Maybe somebody's hand is full of wheat, then you block their ore instead. And I think like there's levels to how you block when it comes to Catan. But okay, we're seeing blue did get the road down. 411 is theirs, but the question is it too slow to get their game going? All right, so a couple rolls. Looks like green really only has one option, which is to get to this 6-3. It's obviously a decent spot. And and look, funny enough, right? This little inefficiency at the start, red, they go back for the 9-10. I think this is correct. But there's also another consideration, right? Which is they could drop the road to 9-2. And what happens is if he gets another 2 roads, then he can actually go to the brick port himself. I actually kind of like that idea from red, right? Like you can just go double the 9, or you can just road. You pick up the sheep, you pick up a brick port, and you're also kind of playing into your longest road game. So another consideration there for sure. All right, first city goes down by green. And again, this wheat and ore advantage is going to really pay off. I do like this. I think this is okay. I think 6-3-11. It's nice from the standpoint that wheat's so valuable that if green is really good at trading, having more wheat is a big asset. But they could be a robber target, right? If wheat's in their hand. All right. So blue has to put everything on the settle. Like as soon as blue gets the settle down on 411, their efficiency goes to the roof, right? Like a lot of this sheep, they're not going to be 4 for 1, they're going to be 3 for 1 it. All right, so far, though, he's getting in a position where he's getting close. Red buys a dev. We got a couple devs down here. All right, big 11 roll. That's brick and wheat. Hits the board. And another settle. Man, we have to give credit. Something's going on with the replay feature, by the way, where I noticed it's jumping a little bit with Colonist, but that's okay. That's okay. We have to give credit here to black. Black is building like a beast, right? He's already got the 8-3 down. The 5 is double now, which effectively becomes his free card. So black is in a fantastic position. I think black needs to be hustled for devs more. Well, what I kind of like about black is that once these settles are down, black can do a lot of things here. It could be the case that black might start to just buy a couple devs and see how that works out for them. They can also just build the 10. So very likely they have a road settle. Let's say they start dropping cities. I think the points come pretty quickly. So I like the flexibility that black has, but they are kind of pretty heavy on the 8s and 5s. So we'll see how that plays out. All right. All right, big roll here. I think as blue, you got to start giving away a couple cards. So looks like he's trying to do 1 for 1s for the wood. He's also trying to get the city. Let's see what he does here. Okay, so really good here, right? He says, I can give next sheep, right? So he's making a future card deal. And he's also doing a brick for wood. Boom. And then that looks like a settle. So really nice, right? Like, okay, you're not in the best situation, but you are kind of using some of these future deals, some of these like new meta ideas. So that's right there. You can kind of tell like he's a plugged in player, which is really cool to see. Just make sure you honor your deals. Sometimes I forget. But okay, nicely done. I think that was perfect. So one of your first objectives are in. Problem is, though, this 8 is going to be a shared block, which means you're definitely going to be getting some heat. You won't be getting robbed, but that block is not going to help you. Did blue get robbed? Wow. So red did rob him, which is interesting. Maybe he had no cards. Okay, makes sense. Okay, So the bot is put it onto the 6. What's going on here? Interesting. So we're seeing Tom Riddle, which is a fun name. I've been watching some Harry Potter recently. He ends up porting the sheep. I don't really like this decision from him. So one thing that a lot of people do with 2-for-1 ports is they port too much. And like the thing here in Black's situation, so obviously he stole a brick, right? Because he ported 2 sheep for 1 drop to road. He produces wood. He has a 10, he has a 3. I think it's a little bit too, like, why jump the gun there, right? Hold your hand, roll a 10, roll a 3. I would much rather use that 2-for-1 for the wheat, right? So when I see things like that against players, guys, it typically tells me that they might struggle as the game goes on because they don't know like how to really use a 2-for-1 port efficiently. If that makes sense. What up, DK? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. By the way, I appreciate all the follows, all the likes, guys, all the subs. Let's see. I don't know. I have no clue how this game goes, but we're going to keep going through it. So that's another thing. That's a good lesson there, right? Like, don't try not to use the port unless you absolutely have to, or you're going for rare, valuable resources. Okay, he clears his hand, 0 card meta. Unnecessary, right? And now he rolls an 8. Imagine he rolls another 8. He could have built a city in the next orbit, but instead he kind of wasted his hand. I don't like that. Okay, looks like we're going for potential development cards, or he's cashing on his deal. Okay, so honors the deal. Nicely done. Everyone's happy. Good vibes. There you go. There's another 8. Black would have had a city if he held his hand. Okay, so we do see the settle from red, which is doing very well, but we'll see. So if we look at Black's hand now, he actually has the city either way because he's got the ore port, this lucky dog, which is crazy. But okay. Insane. Insane. Black is rolling like a god. Big city goes down to 8, 5, 10. Yeah, I mean, boy's getting the rolls. He's having a good time. Oh my god. Well, there's still a lot of game here, so let's see what happens. We are okay, bank, and let production let us trade. I feel like green is going to win now. I don't know. Well, the thing is, with green's situation, he does have obviously the rare wheat, but the plow does hurt him a lot. He loses his port. Like, he has no settle spots, right? This is very expensive for green. Usually when I'm playing a good development card game, I have a rule which is I want my original 2 settles plus 2, right? So like I want a road settle on a port, and I want like a road settle very similar to like what happened here, right? Black got a road settle on a port, and they have an extra road settle here because those road settles are just fast points. So like green's in a lot of trouble, I feel like. Okay, so blue's got a great hand here, and they have a city, which he'll absolutely have to take. No 7. All right. I think if you're blue, one thing you need to recognize in this position is you're falling behind, right? Like you're getting just outrolled by black, which is unfortunate. He's in a great situation. But I think this is a good opportunity to build a city. It looks expensive, but sometimes you just have to do it. Let's see here. Perfect. And I like this decision too. I think the 694, get your ore up. Your brick is going to be nice, especially when you get to this brick port in the next orbit or 2 and start to use those 4s. Perfect. I think blue's playing a great game here. It's just unfortunate that black is rolling extremely well right now. Interesting too. He doesn't drop a road. What do you guys think about that? He has a road in hand, he doesn't drop it. I would say drop the road. I think you've got to get to your spots. You have to get this brick port up and live. I don't see a real valuable, like you don't have any wood production, right? So if you were to lose this wood, it would suck versus like you can afford to lose the ore because you don't really have the wheat to support it anyways. So I think dropping the road is fine. Mistake. What up? What up? If you're blue, how do you proceed when there is isn't an obvious win con? That's a great question. Yeah, so if your setup kind of can go in a couple different directions, my general goal is to kind of just get my production up to where I can start to do things, right? So I think when you look at his setup, he's not going to be dropping a ton of roads, which should tell you he's going to buy devs. So I'd say get your production up, hopefully get a port in the process. Like he is primed right now to start buying development cards in my eyes. Because at that point, that might push him into going for army if he pulls knights. Maybe if he pulls a VP and a road builder, he can potentially fight for road or he can build the 10. It's really like pull the devs and let the devs tell you the story. That's honestly like a great piece of advice. If you have a good production setup and you have like good ore and like this situation, buy a couple devs and let the devs tell you the best way to play the game. All right. So black plays a knight. Very nice for blue here. He's not even getting blocked. Obviously, this 6 is a problem. And for the sake of the board, yeah, German's getting hit twice here, which is quite interesting. But German does have 2 cities, which is understandable. All right, so we are seeing blue drop a road to the 9-2. One of the things with the 9-2 is it is a subtle spot, which I quite like that for him. But I kind of think the 6-2 might play better. And there's always this case, too, that maybe in the near future, if he pulls a Monopoly, having the option to pull a brick mono is actually quite nice. So that's an advantage. Like, even though, think of the port play as there's future equity in the port. Like, not only do you get the potential to use that 4 as a free card now, but then in the event that you steal a brick or you pull a Monopoly, there's even more value in the future. So I like the 6-2 personally, but I can understand the 9-2 if he wants multiple subtle spots. In the event he wants to build a 10, so that's fair. All right, and the mono comes down. Big play here massive play here by red. So he settles, and that's it. Okay. Let's go to red's hand here. Okay, this is wild to me, right? Red has a monster hand, guys. You gotta learn from these moments. You have to learn from these moments. So he takes 8 ore off the board, which is great, and then he literally settles and ports and passes. Just drop a city here, right? You have so much freaking wood. You produce wheat. And there's actually a lot of sheep on this board where you could probably even do trades. Like he'd even try to trade. Like maybe even try ore for sheep here after the fact. But I think this is too risky. I think you should just drop the city and be happy that your production is absolutely goated. So again, we've been seeing these mistakes by red where I think it's telling me that they're not as strong, therefore they're not going to play this game optimally. City's so much better. Absolutely. Absolutely. Blue needs to chat to get fed the wheat port plow. Yeah, I mean, good luck feeding the plow with the single card. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I respect that mindset to try to get you the plow there. But also sometimes you have to read the room, right? Like, come on, who's feeding that? No, who knows? Nah, no one's feeding that. I mean, maybe if you're thinking about a turn late. Wow. Road, settle. Damn. And see, guys, this was the challenge for Green, right? He didn't have the settle spots. Green is getting cooked. Hey, Drew Alicious, got to hop off now, but we'll try to hop back before I sign off. Thank you so much, Peter. Damn. It's interesting to me. So let's look at Black's hand here, guys. Yeah, it's a pretty heavy road settle hand, huh? Road. One thing I'm noticing is that devs are not being bought. Now, granted, like he can't really buy much devs here, so it makes sense why he would road settle. Plus, it also just cooks green. But there is a completely big window, I think, for if someone can buy one or two devs and go for army. I think it's a real possibility. Okay, so we do see the pop here. We see the yop. Not great from blue. And eights keep popping. Finally, red does drop the city. Now the nines are smacking down. We do see the seven. And again, I think part of the seven from red here was because he just didn't clear his hand effectively by dropping the city the previous orbit. So some poor hand management by red. Probably, let's see here. So it looks like, oof. What do we think, guys? He ports everything for a single dev. Do you agree with this play? 3 for 1 Zior for a dev. What do we think? Lucas, no. That is correct. Yes, the cost is usually going to be over 3 cards for a dev on this board. But it depends what cards they are, right? If I'm blue, I don't want to be porting ore. I don't want to be 3 for 1ing ore because I only have the 3 and the 9. But I can afford to 3 for 1 sheep on this board because I have so much freaking sheep, right? Like the sheep is going to be churning. Every hand I'm going to have sheep, theoretically speaking. I think the two better plays here are you buy the city, right? You just get your production up, right? Like we're trying to just build enough production to where we can do things long term. Or you can even, I think, yacht for the dev and pull a second wheat as an example. And then an 11, I think, would give you a city. I think the 3 for 1 is too much here. Just too expensive. I would probably city here. I think just getting your production up to where the 4 becomes a monster roll. The 2 8s become essentially a 3 for 1 situation. I think the city's great. Okay, so he gets a knight. He's trying to get into the dev game. Red is definitely going to be the road guy. There's no doubt about it. Nines. Red is doing extremely well here. God damn. Now, look at this. Look at this situation. What did I say? What did I say about the brick port, right? This brick port could have came in handy. He could have dropped the road. He could settle here. He could have ported the brick. So he definitely has a settle. Like he's in a good spot here for sure. Settle, perfect. I think settle's fine. Let's see what he does. So he ports his brick, which he would have done with the 6-2, but cheaper. Pops a dev. Okay. So what do we think about this situation? I'm the FBI. You have a specific charm. FBI, you just have the most kind compliments I've ever seen. I do appreciate it. It's actually a pretty interesting hand here. So let's just go back. I want to see if I can kind of dissect it a bit. Is there any way that he could like road settle double pop? Wait. Road settle port. One thing I'm thinking about here, like he traded this. So this is good. Actually, I like the trade. Settle. And he didn't play anything, right? I don't mind this play. Again, I think the brick port would have been smoother for him. But the one thing here is you've got to realize as blue is that your hand is starting to get stacked, right? So here's where he's made a mistake. I don't mind this play. But what's the issue with him passing? He has 3 playable devs in hand right now, and he's not paced a single knight. In my mind, it is very possible, I mean, green maybe doesn't have a knight, that he could pace army here. Absolutely. But the pass with 3 playable knights, all of a sudden, like this yop becomes a lot more difficult to play. So I think he should have played a knight here. He could have blocked the 8. Maybe even consider hitting green there on the basis that he's fighting army. And I actually think he's got a pretty fair situation. So I don't mind this play. The good trade, 3 for 1, perfectly fine, holds the op. But not playing the knight, I think, is a mistake. That's a good point as well. Good point as well, Zoe. Yeah, maybe if he, I don't know if there was a wheat to steal there. Absolutely was a wheat to steal. Also, not to mention, like, he would have saved a brick. He could have stolen a brick and popped as well. I really think this brick port just would have been a nice touch. I think it would have given him a little bit more options on that hand. But okay, he doesn't pace army. And let's see, does green have a knight? Green doesn't have a knight. So there you go, guys. Like, he could have paced army the next orbit, and green doesn't have a knight. So right there's a mistake. Absolutely. Well, sometimes I can't, like, if green's dead, what are you supposed to do? That's not our fault. Oh, I guess we did plow green, but I think we had to plow green there. It is what it is. All right, so red, actually, he does play a knight. Big 3 roll, so that's a great roll for green here. Red is looking fantastic. Yeah, I mean, 8 points. And these 9s are disgusting. Okay, so we do see the settle, which makes complete sense for green here. Yep, and he 7s out, which is brutal. He did use a knight, but see, now he's 1 knight behind. We need to see green not... Okay. We really need green not to buy a knight here. Okay, perfect. So he flips a knight. So here's my thought. He plays a knight now. He could buy a dev first. Unless he's looking for, like, the wood as an example, or the wheat. He doesn't get it. Yeah. I think there might be a potential opportunity here to make a deal. Like wheat for non-block or something. Or maybe try the wheat for non-steal or non-block. And that way, like, you're guaranteeing it as an example. And it could be the case if you get a wheat deal from green and then you steal the wheat from red, you can double pop instead. Versus, like, your current hand, you can only pop once, right? Okay, so he's pulling a little unlucky. But again, like, he would have been able to pace this a little bit better. But now red might even take army, which is absolutely goated for him if he gets it. Oh, no. All right, so now they need black to take road, but he's not doing that. All right, big wheat mono. Here we go. Let's see it. All right, perfect. Yeah, it's just unfortunate. I think red is going to win. Insane devs here. And know what's funny thing about this, guys? So here you go. Look what is stuck in his hand here. Oh my god. That is the most insane draw I have ever seen. And then I think literally he just flips a knight. Oh my goodness. Remember what I said about that yop that just sat there? Like, he had the 2 knights and a yop, and I was like, this is a problem. It's exactly for this reason, right? Because once he has to apply pressure and go for army, that the opposites are dead. So sometimes you have to know, like, you only have so many windows when you are holding on to devs. But honestly, if he paced the night earlier and he got Army, I think he would be in a winning position here. Absolutely. Pretty wild finish. Pretty wild finish. Yeah, so Blue, man, I think you played that well. I personally think the 695. Remember, I called this. I called the 695 with the 9, 10, 11. It's just a good spot, guys. It's just a good setup. The 3-1 cooks here, right? Like if we go to production stats for Red, this boy, he cooked. Well, I mean, so did he, but the problem is Blue just isn't as efficient as Red is. And it just shows you like he got Road and Army here, which is absolutely goated. So yeah, some basic mistakes there. And what do I think Blue's ELO was last season? I don't think he's over 16 or 1700. I think he's in that like 15. I'm going to make a guess, like 1530 something. Like 1535. That's my guess. That's my guess here. $16.80 with a 26. Not bad. Not bad. I was thinking lower 1500s, but again, also we're only looking at one game. Oh, uh-oh. Let me go back here. He is currently around 1500, but it doesn't count early season, right? Because you're climbing the ranks from Antarctica, of course. So interesting. Yeah, hopefully that gave you guys some insights. When you're playing these like rank games, keep it simple. You know, that's what you want to do. You want to keep it simple. What if I played a game for you guys? I'll play one game. I appreciate you sitting through the rank games. I don't know if that's here, I'll do a sign off real quick. I appreciate that, guys. Hope you enjoyed that and hopefully you learned some things. Take your time with this format. Take your time with your games. There's so many insights that you can learn. Use these amazing features that Colonist offers, like the replay, to be able to look at your moves and really consider your options. I think one of the best things I've ever taught people is something called the rule of 3, which is anytime you find yourself at a hand or you're rolling the dice, look for 3 options at your disposal. You know, maybe you see a settlement, great. Could you buy a development card? Is there a trade? I always have many options at my disposal so I can consider what's the most optimal move, at least that I can see. So, all right. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. I'll catch you soon. Peace. All right. We can do a rank game, guys. We can do a rank game. It's interesting. Yeah, I think it was a good game. I just think if you kind of get like a good advantage with the 695 early, I just don't think you struggle as much. But also, I think he misplayed his position a bit too. But 843 left, I think, was his best try. Absolutely. 1 second, guys. 1 second. All right, I need some water. By the way, how many people? Let me check how many people we have. The problem is on my dashboard, I don't have all the stats anymore. Uh-oh. There. Thank you so much, by the way. I appreciate everyone coming out, showing the support. I'm also making sure everything looks good here. Perfect. All right, so I'll do a rank game. And then maybe we can do a viewer game, and then I'll probably call it. It's actually getting pretty late. Hey Danny, I'm currently 1880 and have had a pretty crazy run in the past week. Was wondering if you could do a game analysis. Awesome, man. 1900 is a fantastic elo to reach for, and to be honest with you, not many people get there in the grand scheme of things. So, I can't unless somebody wants to reach out to me privately. Like if you want to do like a coaching thing, like I don't mind. But I literally received like 50 gameplays. So I try to be fair. I try to pick the ones at random that go into the stream. All right, let's do this. That's so funny too. I know one of the players here. All right, what's going on? Danny Crew, Stan Drew here, and we are back for another day of Catan. Guys, we are live on Twitch, live on YouTube. We have weekly streams, daily uploads. If you enjoy Catan, you are in the right place. What's going on this board? 695, damn orange. You're a god. You're a god amongst men. That is a fantastic spot. Yeah, you're right. I got to update the game reviews. My chat's yelling at me. What do I put it as, guys? Time to crush. Crush. We're crushing. We're crushing. All right. It's kind of it's really hard to argue with the 695, like how good that is. What else is the situation on this board? 845. I know Stove. Actually, what was funny? So Stove was in the video that hit the channel today with Jack and myself, Mr. Ohio Stove. So that's cool. That's fun. Where's the wheat? The wheat is gone missing. For that reason, I do like something like the 8510 or the 845, but then the wood port. What if we went all in wood port? Like 8510, 810. It's so bad though. So bad. We can also do 6311 down. 6311. What do we get with that? 843 here and here, and we just go double wood, double brick. Here and here. That's pretty good. Here, 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 here. I feel like if we go double wood, double brick, because we're not getting onto the wheat, the wood port's a vibe. Does he go 6311? What do we think, guys? What do we like? Six 311 down to 411 is really not a bad decision. Let's just try this. I don't all in Woodport. 8-5-10 with the 8-10. We can do that. We can do that. Let's just take this and let's see what happens. I think 6-3-11 is good. 9-4-11 is good. 8-10 left could work. But the problem is you're just on eights, man. Eights and tens. What up, Jackaroo? We got Ohio Stove in the house. The Woodport is pretty legendary. It never fails. All right. We can also do like a side by side. I think the best case if we are playing seriously though, guys, 6-3-11, all five, best or. Excuse me. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me clear my sense. 1 second. All right. Holy smokes. What's the sitch here? All right, there's a lot here. There's a lot here. This is interesting. Black is saying, I want to buy Debs. So we need to say, we want to do something else, right? 9, 4, 11 gets the 9, 4. Or sorry, 9, 10, 11 gets the 9, 4. And it's like a side by side. We can go here to here to here, which I quite like that. But then like what? 6, 3, 11, 8, 4, 3. And we're just building roads like a maniac. You guys want to be the road guy? 8, 4, 3 though? And then we trade wood and brick like a boss. Like a boss. And then we just go over to the 4, 11. So it's either 9, 4, 11 to like, and we build this way up to here. Or we take the 8, 4, 3. What do you guys think? I think it's 8, 4, 3 right or 9, 4, 11 left. But then all these picks are really good too. Yeah, it is good for him, but so what? Let's be the brick guy. We're bricked up. The way I look at this, we're not getting wheat. I mean, we could have gone for the 11. I like being in control of the brick here, right? Like double wood, triple brick, enough sheep to keep me happy. Future grain, but like the 11, who cares, right? Like I've already gone with all this wood, so I might as well get the brick to go with it. No wheat equals defeat. We'll see. We'll see. Obviously, the 6, 3, 11 is really good. Oh my God. Stove, man. Ohio Stove. What are you doing? What are you doing, Ohio Stove? Imagine we can build to this spot here. Bro, 8, 10. Make my day. This is crazy. 8, 10. It's so good. It's so good for orange. Ohio Stove not going to be happy. All right. We can go. We're going to go here. Sorry. All right. Am I crazy to think that 8, 10 is actually good for orange here? If this spot is open or any of these spots, we're going to backtrack. The question is, how far do we backtrack? I think we just dropped 2 roads this way. All right. Get wrecked. I'm absolutely not giving that. Perfect. Guys. Do you understand? Do you understand what just happened? Orange. Can I be that guy that gets 2 cards? Thank you, Orange. Oh, look at this brick. I got to cash in on this brick, though. Actually, can I do this for this? Black, be my friend. Look at that. Perfect. I think we got to go for the center. The question is, are we going for the ore, or do we just want to go grab the space? This is wild. So essentially what's happening now is black is playing devs, orange is playing devs, and we're the only road player. I don't know about you guys, but I like this deal. And then now, blue, he needs brick. We're going to drop... So the question is, I think we drop 2 roads this way from the bottom. Absolutely not, Stove. Ohio Stove. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Nope. Though it'd be great if he plows this way. Okay. Bam. Bam. That's our B right there. That's our... Yeah. Now, is it worth it going for the 6? I'm going to let you guys decide. Because I'm running the risk, right? A road builder from black or orange could ruin our day. Or even blue for that matter. So all these guys with a road builder could be a big problem. The plus side is, it's not really a dead road, right? Because we can still connect on the middle. Okay, good. So we need a 10, 4, or 11. Go for or? Man, I think it's too risky. I'm scared, man. Like, how much or do I need? Okay, he pops again. Oh, it's a 6. Every day of the week, he hits the 6 here. He has no other way to hit me, right? Bam. He doesn't have the brick. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you decide. I think it's too risky. I think I'm fine without the or as well. I think just getting like this spot's too good, right? Too good. And then it does get kind of crazy though, doesn't it? So as black, I think you hit the 5 here. I feel like that's his only way to win is he has to go 0. Just hit the 5, right? You're playing development cards. You have to block the 5. No, bro, wrong 5. Wrong 5. We'll go get the 3 or, guys. We'll go get the 3 or. That's a wild block. Makes no sense. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that block. I'll do that. I gotta apply some of the pressure here. Oh, do we buy a dev? All right, if I buy a Monopoly here, I don't know what to say. I'm just gonna say I'm the luckiest guy ever. Okay, I'm not lucky. Never mind. I kind of don't want cards right now because I was at 0 cards. I needed like a yop. I needed some kind of utility there to where, I could hopefully try to build a city at some point. The settles will come quick. For sure. And I think I need to get this 4-3. Not because I think the 4-3 is like an incredible spot, but I just want to get some of these extra spots. I want to produce a little bit of ore. Maybe I can go to 8-3 long term. Even Brickport. Ooh. Brickport's kind of nice here. Yeah. We had a deal. We didn't have a deal, but well, what happened? Obviously, that's not what happened. All right, so black has. I hit. Did I steal from? Am I smoking? Let's see here. What if I do this? Let's do 2 cards. I got you, Stove. Oh, come on, Stove, hook me up. Do I even move it off this spot? All right, I got you, Stove. Go plow orange. 1, 2. All right, I'm gonna share the love here. Boom. Okay, 4s are coming in. Stove is doing well. Can I get this here? How we doing, chat? The wheat's going to be a tough one, though I did just block it, didn't I? Like a Dumbo. Okay, Double Dev is massive. I actually think you hit blue here. Unless you need a brick. I'll trade. Oh, god damn. Okay, 10 gives a settle, which is really nice. Maybe there's also a brick. Nah, I don't think there's a lot of wheat in the ecosystem right now. Look how many devs are being played. It's absolutely insane. I think it's the 6 here. Perfect. Oof. Big block, big block. The problem is here is that we're going to lose value on our brick, right? So we need to get these settles down and maybe try to run for this port. All right, there's no wheat. Which port after 3-4, Drew? I'm thinking about doubling either the 5 or the 8. I think we need to get these juiced. I don't think this exists, though. I mean, maybe orange has an extra wheat if he wants to sling. Make those hips sling. It's likely to, right? Like a 50% chance there's a road builder in here somewhere. So the question is, like, if blue has a road builder, he's plowing here. Orange is dropping road. Black, so we're never getting plowed, is essentially my calculations here. And now black should hit the 5. All right, so we should have some life here. Now we just sit back and wait to essentially get our rolls. So the hardest thing is going to be the city. We need to see a knight here. I'm on 2. Oh, nice. I think it's going to be the 8 here. I think we still need to trust that the 8's a big roll. Okay. Do we see Mr. Stove hit the 9 here? Okay, blue. Look at all these knights played. Dude, it's crazy. We're going through so many knights. The problem with blue is he doesn't have settle spots, right? Like he can backtrack. Wants to give ore for wheat. So let's starve him here. Think we're stealing either the brick or the wood. Or the ore is great. Okay. What do you guys think? Do we double the 8 or do we invest in the 5? I still feel like the 8's probably better. Kind of like this. And plus, essentially what happens is we deny this settle spot potentially from blue. But now, like, we need a flurry of 10s or something so we can 4-1. Oh, there's a wheat. Okay, so we got to keep that in mind that black has a wheat. So let's see if we can make a deal here. This is a very important settle for us. It's a good deal. There we go. Perfect. I think that was our best shot, right? Like, obviously a 2-for-1 is expensive, but the alternative is, oh, bruh. Wow. That's great. That's probably our best case scenario, honestly, guys. Okay, so there's one wheat in orange's hand. Black is doing well, though. I mean, massive kudos to him. I think we'll get the port flexibility cooking here. There's a wheat here. The 5's upside, it's a less blockable roll, right? Like, if I drop a city on the 5, 8, 10. Some quick actions here. Oh, God. Granny boy. I'm not going to say anything. It'd be funny if they think that, I don't think orange would do this. Actually, orange does have the wood port. Let's keep that in mind. So he might do 2 for the 1, which is technically a free card for a wheat. Not a bad deal for orange here. right? Kind of just looking at his setup. Okay. So ideally now we can start to flip some of this extra production. Problem is though, after 4-3, we're kind of in a weird spot. Though our production is super solid. I am not losing road. At least the only way I lose road is if somebody takes road for the win, like now, right? But black literally has no wood, no brick. We should be fine. Black is doing very, very well. Like, it's like he doesn't have a lot of wheat, but it's just very well dispersed. What do you need here? Okay, well that's better than what I was going to give him. Okay, maybe brick for sheep here. Do we ever go for the port, right? Road to the port here? Or do we just settle 3-4? Or do we plow? We could just go for the plow. All right. No. I feel like Mr. Stove would not be happy with me. The full plow is kind of fun. What do we think, guys? Full plow? We taking everybody out? Full plow. Full plow. I mean, I could have dropped one more road, but it's unnecessary. So now, like 8-9, we can settle. I don't think I had to settle. No, 8-3 is good. Now we open 8-3-4. Now I think honestly, if they're playing fair, you hit black here, but maybe they're upset. Perfect. This is the best game ever. So now like 9-8. I don't think we get beat here. I'm willing to do this. Though I think he only has one extra wheat. Or maybe none. Bruh. Red wins. We know who he is. Come on, Stove. Don't be like that, bruh. That's not how you play Catan. I'm on 4 points. I am doing very well, though, I have to admit. Did we do one more just to protect it? The problem is, though, as soon as I drop that road, I am bone zoned. I could, though. I mean, it's the safest play by far. Blue's already dead. Well, we saw the 8-10, so Mr. Stove could have figured that one out. I think the 4-11 is an okay consideration. I mean, black should be blocking red. Do we just drop the road and be done with it? It's only one road, right? I mean, the only situation here is if we get plowed by, like, blue feeds the hand, essentially. So we're just going to... Sure. Just knowing blue, I'm not going to risk it. Sure, we can get hit here. I don't care. Go ahead. Yeah. The wood! What a beast. Oh, what a block. No. It's funny. I don't know. I mean, I know who Stove is. I know him actually in person. I think he can fight army here. He's doing just fine. Oh, stretch. Like, we have some serious problems here, by the way. Like, we have no wheat. Yeah, like... It'd be funny if we plow blue again. He's doing fine. Let's see here. Brian, Mr. Brian, yes. Okay, who's the problem child here? We're gonna go with blue, actually. There we go. We needed that. We needed that for good, good, good. 8-3 would be fantastic. I like an 8-3. Or is wonderful here. I don't think there's any weed in the ecosystem, is there? I'm not as concerned about black now. If black's not pulling the good stuff, I think it's blue. Because he's on 6. Probably like VP mono or something. Okay, that's the settle. Yeah, and also orange is doing fine. I mean, look, black is scary when yeah. Like blue is in a much better position as it stands right now. It's like, do you want to be on 4 with army or do you want to be on 4 with 2 non-knights? Wow. Look at these cards. Is there any way I can get a city here? Do I just settle? I guess settle's pretty good. Right? Like I'm close-ish, but not close enough. Okay. Now we just need rolls, boys and girls. 3, 8, a bunch of other rolls, blah blah blah. Then we might have a chance. One thing is we city settle. That's 8, 9. So the city is going to be the toughest part for sure. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do a road for a wheat, which is a little bit cheaper. Plus, I think it's a trade that goes through for black. It's a good trade for me. It's a good trade for him. Everyone's happy. See, guys, you got to find these little deals, right? I saved myself a card. Goddamn. And now we're going to lose the wheat. Big 7. Blue getting smashed. I'm looking over at Twitch and I just see plow. All right, don't lose the wheat. Don't lose the wheat. Think the 8's a good block here? Don't lose the wheat. What? I'm offended. I'm offended they don't believe in me. I'm offended. Okay. We can also do sheet for wheat straight up. All of these are deals that we like, right? Anytime we get 1-for-1 wheat or. He wouldn't do, I mean, we're already getting a free card in the 8. And he already has the port, so he's buying devs. Oh my God, let's go. Let's go. One more 3. 3 is a city, which is absolutely goated. 3 is a city. No way. Imagine we city road. It'd be the best thing ever. Nice trade. Thanks. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right. Guess I have to connect. I guess we could just drop a road here, be done with it. Now the question is, do I port here? There's no knights. Well, orange might have a knight, actually. Big red, what is good? What is good? The problem here, if I pour for a wheat, I think orange might start flipping knights, but probably not. I kind of like leaving my hand, but then the 8 puts us over, the 4 puts us over. Oh, I think it's a close port, guys. I think porting for the wheat's not bad here. But sheep mono's not really a concern. It's really freaking close. I'm going to risk it. I'm feeling risky. It's just really close. I do think all our rolls put us over like that. I think we should have. We just got to pray. Okay, okay. A lot of good rolls here. Also, maybe we can do a deal for the wheat. Wow. Okay. So stove would need what? 3 roads to go to 9. Yeah. Oh my god. What? That's crazy. I'd be so mad. I'd be so mad. He has an extra wheat here, right? So what if we did something like this, the road for the wheat? Might actually be a pretty decent deal for us. Okay. Every roll gets us here. We can try the road for ore with black. He's going to need the road for the settle. There's a lot of ore on this board. Damn. Well. Well, that was fun. Now we just connect and pray. Was that a little bit premature? I think we just connect. And then we go back to the old pork game. That sucked. No! Back to the 5. Back to the 5. There we go. I guess at this point, we just hope that we can keep rolling 3s. We could have also tried the dev there. Ooh, baby. That's a great deal for us. And it would actually be really nice if he does end up settling here. But what we are seeing, it's very interesting. We are seeing orange is hitting blue quite a bit. Uri, good to see you, man. I can't be going by. I have to get a city. It seems super lame, but I have to get a city here. The VP would just be monstrous, like be massive. I don't think he plays a knight here. Wow. What the hell? Yeah, big mistake. He's on tilt. Orange is on tilt. Though he might be able to get army, which is crazy. So we might see it actually go into the 11 here. Like effectively, it kind of looks like I'm kind of like a dead player. Oh, he's going for army. This is great. We're just gonna be the road guy. And then of course blue's gonna hit us. Absolutely he's gonna hit us. Stove. Ohio Stove. We just don't say anything. Don't do it, man. Don't do it, man. Man, I am not your friend anymore. He's obsessed. Do we take this deal? All right. We're back to the well, boys and girls. What if we did something like the ore for wheat? Actually, I don't mind this because we do produce ore. And I'm looking specifically at orange. But now orange is taking army. Okay. We're just going to keep pedaling. Orange is doing great here. There we go. Okay. All right. You need to hit blue here. Blue's your boy. All right. I can live with this. Now he buys a knight. This game, Yeah, he just buys devs. He just buys the deck out here. So the thing is, so Stove, he actually might, if he's on 7, 8, 9, he actually might get locked out of winning this game. So he pulled a knight. He's going to 8. Yeah, I don't know why blue kept hitting me, but that's okay. Do we buy a dev here? Well, the monos are gone. The only thing we could pull is a VP or a yacht that would make sense. So we're just gonna port and pass. So we need 3s and 8s and all right. Please, let me enjoy this game in peace. We've really struggled. I mean, we can get to 9 easily, right? Like we city settle. That final point is kind of tough. Like, let's go. All right, the big question is, does blue have all the VPs? I mean, at this point, it's a good mono for sure. That could have been game. All right, let's see the knight. Yeah. I don't know why he's complaining. He's been doing great. All right, but we are in a situation now where we can finally drop our city. Who's got the ore? Orange has the ores. Okay, so even if we 7 out, we still have a city. We need a VP here though. I don't think we can do this fast enough. We needed black to hold army, and he just didn't do it. I always just assume the worst. Like, what's the worst here? Oh man, there's a lot. Like, blue has to pull VPs here. Okay, this is fine. That's fine. Let's go. Okay, all right. You know, the breakport's still not, like, the problem is we still need another city. Really, I think the fastest way for us to win this game is to pull a VP. Assuming that's even an option. All right. I think blue's going to win. We need a 7 here for sure. I mean, it's just every day it's orange here unless you're out of your freaking mind. 7. Dude, this lucky dog, man. This lucky dog is rolling so hard right now. I mean, there can't be that many devs left. Unless he pulls for it. There's a VP out there. I like how... Oh, shit. Wow. Well, if that's the case, then I think we have to hit... I think we have to hit orange then. That's a horrible deal, man. That's a horrible deal. I guess. All right, we just got to pray. Dude, this 4 is insane. If he pulls the VP. Oh, no, ask. Damn, bro. 7. He's on 8. He would need a 7 here. GG. All right, he has to pull the VP here. He's got to have it, right? This is insane. Oh, there it is. Stowe's revenge. GG. Nicely done, dude. Oh, I don't. What could have been? Well, also the losing took all I had. What do you mean? You had a great setup. You and Orange. Obviously, we took a very difficult setup here. Yeah, losing the wheat too. Like we struggled. Like we got the ore, it got monoed. We made some trades for the wheat that got stolen. We're a little bit behind here for sure. I think potentially maybe we could have considered going for the brick port. Honestly, we didn't have that much brick going into the end of the game though. Like I kind of like this just because I feel like limiting their options is both really good. We did get the 1-3, but it really didn't do much from there. It was a good game. It was a good game. I can't complain. I think these two spots are really good for what it is. I'm kind of shocked at Black's pick here. And this is one of those situations, it's Black. I'm actually kind of interested to see. He did pretty well. I don't like I understand what he's doing here, which is like trying to go for obviously the Orwe cheap style game. But it's just not like banking on 2s and 12s and 11s. I don't know. Obviously, it is technically 4 pips a week, but it's just not a good strategy, in my opinion. You know, maybe even better for him. Honestly, if you even just think about this from like a number standpoint, if he goes 6-3-11 and goes to 4-11, like I'd rather him do that, where he gets the 3-1. Excuse me. He picks up the 4. He doubles the 11. I don't know. I think that was a better play, but I see what he's doing. It's kind of tough. Like 6-9-5 is really goated here. 8-4-5 is also really good too. Like imagine if he ended up getting this. The 4s were cracked. 4s were really freaking good for him. Like we rolled decently. Like, but our production score compared to these guys, we're just getting absolutely blown out of the water with no wheat, no ore. Maybe I should have gone for the 6. Was the 6 even a good roll though? 6 was decent. Yeah. One of the issues though, like we'll see, 1, 2. So one of the issues with the 6 is I do end up taking road, right? Because if I go to the port, then I end up having a length of 5. But maybe I should have just said fuck it. Just should have gone for it. Yeah, that's a tough one for sure. How many devs were left? I think one thing. There's one night road builder. So actually his chances, man, the deck is actually kind of stacked though. There's 2 VPs. So it was a 50% chance. I think if you're Black there, by the way, if we pulled, we could have potentially got the VP. I think if you're Black there, you try to buy a dev, right? Like you have to start pulling VPs. You have to start pulling them out of the deck and just pray. I kind of feel like he just passed his turn. Like even, I guess Orange is also trying to buy devs too. Tricky. I mean, if he misses, I'm thinking about even buying myself. Just I would assess how many devs are left. I think if we pull a VP, we got a good chance. But then I think Orange just cleans up on 9. So tough. Caught one live. There you go. Hasn't been a good run so far for us on this account, but that's okay. We play for the good vibes. I'm going to do one more for you guys. I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to call it. Maybe we do something fun or wacky here. We got to win a game eventually. All right. What's going on, guys? It's Danny Drew here. Welcome We are playing Ranked Catan live on YouTube and Twitch. We stream Catan a couple times a week, but also we have daily uploads on this channel. So if you like Catan and you want to get better, you are at the right place. What do we see here? Well, we do see Granny Boy 69 here in the third position. And couple interesting spots. 8-5-10, one of the biggest spots. I am kind of looking at the wheat situation. 6-9-3 with the wheat port. Actually, kind of fun. Kind of fun. We're back. Tito's. Hello, bro. What's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Why does your voice sound lower? Yes, Andrew, I am sick, technically. Sick at this game, brother. No. No, I was coming off of COVID over the weekend. I had it really bad Friday, and I've kind of just been getting better the last couple days. But I am slowly losing my voice, which was kind of expected if I stream for too long. So I'm going to pour myself some water. Tony, what's good? Friday was bad, man. That was a tough one. All right, so we do see the 8-4-10. It's a reasonable pick, right? We have a 3-1, 3 unique resources, the best wheat, isolated, and it's kind of like a good pick if you think you're going to get ore on the way back to kind of grab the wheat and the sheep now. Sheep's a thing, man. Sheep is a thing. When you look at this board, you don't see a lot of sheep. A lot of brick, decent amount of wheat, clumped up ore, but not a lot of sheep. Holy cannoli. Holy cannoli. It's one of those situations, again, where we just don't get any of the freaking wheat unless we take this. What if we do here 8-5-10 is pretty sick, right? Like we do get the best ore on this board, but do we get the 9-5-10? I think we do, actually. And if not, we just take 8-4-3. Yeah, we're just gonna do 8-5-10. I don't even have to think about this. And there's also a really good case. Sometimes you see this where, I mean, you're probably not going to get here, but and then 8-4-3, and then we go, what the hell is he doing? 8-3-4? 8-3-4? Bueller? Points left. Oh, no. Okay. 9-5-10. Well, I feel like we have to take the 9-5-10. We talked about the sheep. So there's that. Does anyone plow me to the wood port, though? Like, if I go 9-5-10 down, nah, it's probably not worth it. I want to leave space. I really don't want this guy going for the wood port. Like, also, would he? Does he want it? We're going sheep port anyways, right? 6-3 just pisses off red. 6-3-11. I'd rather just go 9-5-10. Wheatless, I don't have a choice, man. I don't play with wheat anymore. Don't you know? Don't you watch don't you watch my rank games? I think we just gotta go 9-5-10 here. It's obviously heavy on 5s and 10s, but also 6-5-12, but then all this brick with no brick port. Like 6-9-12 left could be a play. Let's just do this. We're gonna hopefully wheel and deal as much as we can. But the problem is there's so many freaking roads here that if I point down, 6-5-12 can kill me. So it's just better to point left and go sheep port. Yeah. Go for the wood port and immediately lose. Wow. Orange is a god. I think I have to go. I actually think I have to go to the I think I have to go to Orport first. And I don't think Orange is racing me there, right? Like, he's got a pretty good case to go for the 5-4-11. Right? 5-4-11, Orange? I just got to go for it. Drop the road right here. No! All right. So we need a wheel and deal here to get us to settle. Yes, immediately. No questions asked. That's an amazing deal. Okay. Yeah, obviously we're losing steam. Let's see if we can get the settle down. I'm also going to see if I can do 3 cards is ridiculous. Let's see here. So let's do this and let's do this. Okay, we're gonna just take that deal. I think the port's too good. Yeah, there you go. Just drop the road, Orange. What are you doing, brother? All right, we're live. We're live. We really need to get the city down though. All right, wheat MB. So what I need to do is I need a chain. I need a chain none. What the hell? Is there a bunch of wheat? Maybe the 6 here? I don't know. You guys aren't gonna like anything I'm gonna do here. Do I do absolutely nothing? All right, sell an ore. I can sell an ore, Jack. I don't want to port. I think I go sheep port next. Doubles the 5, gives me the sheep live. I won't plow green. There's not really another good block there. Like, I want to keep the wheat open because I just think I have good tradability with this ore. So far, we're rolling great. Perfect. So now we're looking at Red's hand. We know he's got a wheat, so let's keep that in mind. There is a case, too, if the 8 rolls, we can port for the wheat. So maybe we should just port for the wheat there, but I'd love to trade. I'd love to do it just a little bit more efficiently. I don't really like 2 for 1-ing ore. It just... All right, there's 2 wheat now. So the ore trade is becoming... There's 3 wheat now. All right, come on. Wheat for ore, baby. Just do it, man. I got everything you need in this house. Oh, my God. Perfect. And he's got another wheat, right? So let's do this. This is a decent trade with either red or blue. Whoever takes it first gets it. So I can do something like that. These trades aren't good, guys. You got to get a little bit better. A little bit more creative than that. I guess we go for the sheep port here, but it just looks bad. Okay. What's up, Klaus? I feel like this just makes me a massive target, though, unfortunately. We got Klaus in 4K. I think we just got to get the wheat cooking here. Look at this. Look at this. Now, like, if 5s can come in, we're a happy chap. We'll see. Oh, my God. We do have the road settle, right? Which is kind of goated. Is there any way we can... Maybe we buy a dev here. We need some protection. Okay. I actually like the dev here. We also just have... Oh, you should plow green. Should I go take the 3-1 while I'm at it, guys? Should I just say fuck it? You can't plow me. You can't plow me. You can't plow me, baby. All right, we're good. I said why not? Because here's my thought. I actually have a lot of wood and brick. The 10s are coordinated, right? So every 10 is an ore and a wheat. So the city should come pretty quickly. But now I'm in the same situation as last game where it's just like... I don't know. I don't have a city. I'm settled out. Plow OJ. I wasn't going to be able to plow OJ. No, we just want to roll 10s and 5s. That's our game, boys. Whoa. Whoa. That's fine. We got 10s. What's up, Twitch? I see you guys. Now we need a... So the thing here... I think a lot of people would try to city the 9-5-10. Get out of here. Get out of here. We're going to Sorry, you don't city the 8-5-10. You city the 9-5-10. Not a bad deal here for red. Wow, I've been embargoed. I think here I just port for the wheat and pass. I do have some pretty big rolls, so we are soloed though, which sucks. So we're just kind of running at 1 billion miles per hour here. Bro, these trades are so silly. Nice rolls when that happens. Catan is enjoyable. Hey there, big fan. Hope all is well. Christian, thank you so much. Uh-oh. Probably losing an ore here. Oh, plowing on the 8s? I don't mind that. I don't know if we even need it, right? We're investing 2 roads. We definitely don't need it when we're rolling like this, to be fair. All right. I think we just hold for the city. Oh my God. All right. If blue has a monopoly, I'm going to cry. Yeah, I kind of feel like, yes, the 8 is nice, but like we have such insane port and production here that if we can city as fast as possible, I think that's better for us anyways. But I do agree, like you do get a lot of different options. Mother flip. You do get a lot of options, obviously, by venturing out here. You pick up a new number, pick up the wheat. Catan giveth and Catan taketh. Boing. Nah, but then we get smashed. Though 10 is still a city. 10 is still a city. 5 is also a city too. God damn, bro. Catan, no! Bro. I don't think I think red is doing great now. What the hell is that? Like, bro, hit red. He's got the wheat port in a city. Oh my God. The pacing masterclass failed us. He's getting away with murder, boys and girls. We're gonna do a 2 for 2 here. Okay, so as long as he gets army, I'm okay with this. Okay, blue is 2. Okay, will we survive? We have not been winning the 7 game right now. Oh my God. The mono is gonna hurt so bad. Oh man, I'm done. I'm done. I'm getting cooked. I'm getting cooked, chat. I mean, at least red doesn't have it as is. Blue's obviously doing well. Pacing has entered. Yeah, we're having a tough time. That's okay. Our rolls have been really good, but I mean, doesn't matter if we're 7ing out and getting mono left and right. Bro, don't hit me, man. Okay, thank you. All right. That is a win. That's an epic win if I've ever seen one. All right. I think here we're gonna port for the wheat. I think we just have to keep building. Oh man. Brutal. I don't know what orange is doing. Okay. I think it's red. I actually think red gets hit here. Thank you. Thank you. Whew. Don't clip it. Don't you dare. All right. It is very possible. Okay, yeah, we're getting cooked. That mono was so bad. I mean, if he has a knight, he absolutely uses it, right? Okay. It's the 8 here? Nah, the 10's not good. Oh, thank God. We're back. All right. I think we're... Do we use the sheep? Yeah, we're going to hold on to the wood here. Absolutely. All right. We're back, boys and girls. Cool. I think in this situation, we just need to pray that this is coming in, especially with the 10 being blocked. No knight? Oh, we're in trouble. All right. We have another city for 7. We got to turn it up. Dev up, man. Can we take road? All right. Good. 8 here would be great. We have a road settle, right? On the 5-2. No, we need another city though. We need to get the city down. That's 7. I think we just need to just pray that we have time. Bro, what is going on here? Wheat MB. Red said okay. Okay. I just have to do this, unfortunately. Yes, I know I'm giving him brick. I'm bad at this game. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. Can you take road, orange? Oh, the 2. All right. We can take road with 5 and 8. I think we go for the road win. Do you have 2 VPs? Okay, maybe he does. I did give him a brick, didn't I? Bro, we're not giving you anything. You might just win with settle road. I'm just in a bad spot here. I mean, I can pop. 5 is... He's not flipping a knight. That is crazy. Ho, 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 ho. Okay. I think we just pop here. I mean, I guess we're looking for what? We're looking for a VP and then maybe road for the win. Okay, knight is not great. I have brick. Bro, what? Bro, oh my God. We tried. I don't know why. You have to mono. Or didn't the monos all get played? I mean, he also might just win. Nah, I don't have it, brother. I don't have. Maybe the 6 was a decent block. I could have also maybe stolen the wheat. Bro, what a weird game, man. What a weird game. We need a 7 here. GG. Though he's not playing a knight, so I think he's got a VP. GG. Nice, man. GG. Bro, why didn't you take road? Why didn't you take road, orange? Oh, man, that's brutal. We got bone zoned. Look at this. This is great for him. He got what, 2 VPs? Kind of weird how that got paced. What are you supposed to do? Nicely done, man. I think that's a good spot for me to get some good night's sleep. Global citizen. What is this? What is this? Oh, okay, just a warning. So close yet so far. Yeah. No, it was good. It was good. It's like I don't know why Orange just didn't drop the road. We would have given it to him. Did he have it? Like he's got the cards. I didn't really like this strategy from Orange. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, anyways. It's already we already there, brother. You famous now. There you go. Um, honestly, we had good rolls. Like I'm not gonna sit here and complain. And I don't think really like in the hindsight of going to the 8, maybe we could have opened up the road play potentially. I mean, maybe that is one consideration is if we do go to the 8, we do give ourselves road. But like you never really expect red to get road here, right? Like in a perfect world, really you should pin down orange to get it. You know, like if the board's working together, but it's ranked. Like anything could happen. One last game. Was there any wood you could have traded for 3 roads? No. So it was kind of weird because like in the middle, obviously we got monoed, which cleaned us pretty hard, and then I think we sevened. And then when we had the wood, we didn't have the brick. We just couldn't form like a decent hand after things started going downhill. But honestly, like I don't hate like for instance, if you okay, well, if you put let's say orange on road, like if orange holds road, we have somewhat of a decent chance. We can road settle and then double city. Like we city pretty quickly, I think, with a couple big rolls. We just need to make sure that somebody doesn't blast a win with road, or maybe even we take road, right? Like we can road settle and then do like a loop for 7. It's certainly a possibility, especially if like double fives go back to back. It's a fun one. I think if this is like the interesting thing when you're playing like a ranked game or you're playing over the board. If I was playing over the board, bruh, Orange would be dropping so many roads. But yeah, it's just one of those things. I feel like the balance of the game isn't really respected as much in ranked games. Still a good game. Like I'm happy if Red is a viewer of the channel. That's super cool that he won. I can't hear you. Yeah. So I've got to figure that out as far as the mic situation because I was messing with some of the settings and I realized if I scoot back a little bit, then it actually affects. There's something with the setting I have to double check. So I appreciate the heads up. You the best CATAN creator, deep narrative, strat analysis, good voice, good manners, resilience. Well, good manners sometimes. I really appreciate that, man. So thank you so much for that compliment. Guys, I'm going to be getting off here. It is almost midnight. I'm exhausted. And I am still losing my voice, right? Like I told you, I was a little under the weather. Creepy black dude on Twitch, roided beef gorilla. That is what a name. I appreciate, by the way, whether you're coming from Twitch or you're coming from YouTube. Honestly, super awesome. Save the voice. Yeah. Well, I still have to work tomorrow, but it's cool. Like I'm excited to get back to streaming. Obviously, I've got like a whole new camera set up, so that's super cool. I think it looks pretty good too. I haven't really got a time to look at it. Drink some honey water. Yeah. I'll definitely get onto that. Also, make sure to follow me on the platforms. We've got the Discord. I do a little bit on Instagram, but not really. Instagram is more or less just like stories when I go to tournaments. But we are doing a tournament this weekend, so I'll try to do some updates on Instagram for that. Other than that, guys, that's really about it. Again, thank you so much for the support. Everyone that came on, really supporting the channel. I'm going to try to make a big push over the coming weeks and months to keep bringing good quality content. I want to do some more lesson style content for everyone. I'll try to keep the streams going. So all I ask is you keep the support high, right? You keep the comments coming, you show up, you bring the good energy that you always do. And that's all I got. That's all I got, squad. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful night. Thank you so much. And I'll see you soon, okay? Peace. Stay good, y'all.